and they're working for us. And so I would just like to see this come off altogether, or when it's in committee, that'd be closed down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just to clarify.
Point of order, this is public comment. This is public comment. Thank you.
Well, people need to know that we're not talking about sanctuary city.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
Very hard.
If you don't support ICE, you don't support anything.
That's right.
I've heard a whole lot. I don't support ICE.
Well, to respond to Marcia, the first step is always a minor step.
Mike,
And whatever, the first step you take is always a minor step in whatever direction you're going to go. So a welcoming city is the first step toward a sanctuary city. I would, Larry Hart, 11806 Wilson Street, Ravenna Township. I want to thank you guys for serving. I would not sit in any one of your seats for any amount of money. Thank you for serving. We may not agree, but I respect you for serving. You are definitely in the hot seat, and I guess in some ways you should be. This is a difficult issue. I would suggest, now that this has gone back to committee, would you please study some of these big sanctuary cities and find out the kind of situations that are going on there? That one of the ladies mentioned the mess that's on the streets. I'll tell you what, in some of these sanctuary streets, you better watch where you step, because they're a mess. This is not a racial issue. This is an immigration issue. When we came in the building here, I didn't have to strip, but I took a lot of stuff off to get through the metal detector. You have entrance requirements for this building.
For your safety.
Goodness, I can't think of any other place where there are no rules for entry. If we don't have any borders, we don't have a country. Borders are here for a reason. Immigration laws are here for a reason. We vet people who come into this country, therefore we know what kind of people we're getting. Castro was sending a lot of people on boats to this country, and he was dumping people out of his prisons onto these boats to get rid of them. We have people coming out of Mexico, for example, that are La Raza. They are MS-13, and they're coming up with people who legitimately are oppressed and need help. But what I've seen at the border is people with cell phones,
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate
and they're
your
very
comments.
well fed.
Alice Boomer.
Next I have Robert Smith.
My name is Alice Boomer. I live at 2852 Vandenberg Road in Muskegon. This is my first foray into this type of environment, and I'm a little overwhelmed. But I also must say I am very saddened and disappointed in the way that this has been conducted. I wish that all of you had a conscience that would look beyond your own self-interest and to those that you propose to be serving, and you are not. There's an exception, I have to say, and I'm very proud. I'm very proud. My family members are of the military. They have fought, died, and served this country to protect my freedom and the freedom of everyone in this room and everyone in this country. I do not wish to have their sacrifice be in vain. And it is my personal opinion that all sanctuary cities in the United States are a slap in the face to all of the brave men and women who have worked very hard to come to Muskegon and make this their home. And I please ask all of you to search your hearts to make the right decisions for this country. Thank you.
I'm Robert Smith. I live in 1664 Division. First off, I'm very disappointed in this board for a number of reasons. You guys knew what was going to happen today. You knew you had a hot topic, a very hot topic. You made no effort whatsoever to make accommodations for the people who you serve to have their say.
Amen.
And then to pull it at the last second because the majority of the people here were against what you wanna do is just beyond belief too. And then to have the board sit here and vote not to support law enforcement. I think every one of you that voted no should be replaced.
There was no vote.
The thing is called and nobody would support it.
That's right.
And every one of you who
That's not a
would not
vote.
support, it's the same difference. Every one of you who would not support law enforcement should be replaced.
Amen.
You guys all give an oath to uphold the laws of our county, our state, and our country. If you can't do that, then vacate the office and give it to somebody who can. I'm disabled. I don't work for a living anymore, so I got lots of time to support anybody who will run against you people. Thank you.
Thank you. Gloria Garner? Gloria Garner?
She's coming.
Next I have John Anderson.
My name is Gloria Garner. I'm from 43 Jackson Avenue, Muskegon County. And I would like to address our board members of your lead-based program you had running in Muskegon. And I have work done, and the contractor, Midwest Builders, botched the whole job. I gotta sit at night with a gun on the counter because he chose to put a bathroom door lock on the main door. Contractor left a hole in my basement window. I had to plug it with steel wool to keep rats from getting in my house. I've been getting a runaround until the city broke it down to me and let me know that that was a county program. Anita Bailey stepped in in March. She came to my house. It took me a whole year to find a contractor. She came to my house with that contractor. He sat in my home. Oh, I'm gonna make it right, I'm gonna make it right. I went to Tim Burgess. I wrote him a letter. And every time Tim Burgess comes or talk, you get nowhere. They haven't seen the contractor. But you paid him $8,600 for him to run off and leave my home like it is. I need help. And I refuse to go another year like this. Something's got to be done. I have no protection on that door. Thank you.
Thank you, Gloria. We'll have somebody to get in contact with you. Next I have John Anderson.
John Anderson.
John Anderson. Okay, next I have Jonathan. Next I have Mitchell Duran.
Mitchell Derwin, 1391 West Lake Avenue. And for all these reasons you've already heard and will hear more of, I do not I pray that you will not vote this resolution in for Muskegon County, and we do not want to become a sanctuary county or state, which will probably lead to it if you go the road you're traveling. Thank you.
Thank you. Tudor Dixon.
My name is Tudor Dixon. I live at 6912 Windflower Way. And I would ask that if you have been told that this is not a sanctuary program, that maybe you have all been duped and not read welcomingmichigan.org very clearly. Because this is exactly what a sanctuary city is. And if you are believing that this reduces crime, you're wrong and you have no tangible data to give us about that. But I will ask you all to meet with the families in the United States that have lost loved ones because of illegal alien crime. I have met with over 20 of them, over 20 of thousands of them. And they have lost family members permanently, permanent separation, permanent pain. This is mostly people who were illegal aliens who had already been deported, already had DUIs, and they killed them when they were driving drunk. Many DUIs protected under policies like this one we're talking about today in Muskegon. Many DUIs leading to the one that killed their loved one, and then they ran and they dragged their bodies along the road. They dragged, you want to talk to them? I'm telling you, talk to these families. They can't drive down streets in their communities. Do you want our family members to not be able to drive down streets where their children were dragged for miles? Miles. They weren't dragged a little bit. The person was trying to get away because they are illegal. These people commit crimes because they are illegal. These policies call those people to these areas to protect them. We are asking you to protect American citizens, to protect our community, to prevent this from happening. When you ask our police stations, our police officers, not to comply with ICE, that is unconstitutional. When you make that request, it is unconstitutional. You are not allowed to do that. You do not have that power. That is not allowed in this community. You do not overrule the Constitution.
Mary Lou Nitz. Mary Lou Nitz.
My name is Mary Lou Nitz, Mrs. Carol Nitz. I live at 1361 Anna Road, North Muskegon, Michigan. All I can say is, if you pass this resolution, God help you and God help our city, because it is so wrong in so many ways. My husband served in the military. My father served in the military. What is this doing to our country? If you're illegal, fine, come on in. That's how my family came over. You know, they were born here. They were born in Ireland and Germany and Scotland. But if you're legal, fine, come on, we'll help you. But when you're illegal, you get all the freebies that the government can hand out to you. My husband don't get a free nothing. He had to fight for his VA, and he's a born American citizen. My children don't qualify for nothing because their father is a white, educated male. We don't qualify for nothing, but if you're an illegal alien, by God, you can come and get grants to get a quickie shop on the end of the corner. Go to Detroit. All your gas stations and quickie stores are run by aliens. And then they come in here and steal from us. So they can take, my brother works at a government building in Detroit. He says they bring your food stamps to Muskegon and Grand Rapids and Lansing, cash them, and then sell them in their quickie stores for 100% profit.